Thanks for coming. I'm Dave Michaels and welcome to Sanctuary Lab. I'd like to tell you a little bit about how this place came about and a little bit about my partner Karina. Come on, let's go. Sanctuary Lab came about by a wildfire. Karina and I had this whole place burned down in 2003, and we've rebuilt it over the last however many years. You do the math. We built this place so other artists could come and be free to do what they'd like to do as well, and we assist people in doing that. It's taken us many years to get to the point where everything is just right, and just this year, with my father's passing, we had a boost in our income from him leaving me a little bit of pocket change. So we finally got to deck the place out the way we see it and hear it. So the studios, both of them, the ceramic studio and the music studio, are both up and running. And it's our mission to help other artists that are coming along in our respective fields. It's our mission to help them get their work into the world. And that's why Sanctuary Lab exists. This is Cyclops Kitty. He went through the 2003 fire. Karina pasted him back together again. You can see this. He's the unicorn Cyclops Kitty, and he is our guardian. We have other artwork. We've got a Ron Germain wave. That was when he was first originally doing that particular style. And then we have, this is called the seed, with the tongue coming out of it. It's supposed to represent a seed. That's a Peter Mitten. He's an artist that we know that does artwork all over the country. And then there's the other guardian. Every time I come home in the evening, and if it's sunset or twilight, I see her standing there, and for 27 years I have started every time. I'm thinking, there's somebody standing in my garden. And this she went through the fire as well and broke into several pieces. And Karina's art is dotted throughout the landscape. We call it lawn art. Okay, this is the tracking room. Someone comes in with a keyboard or guitar, and they record here. I've got a battery of mics, but this room is really set up nicely. It has a lovely natural tone for capturing a little bit of room reverb, and I love the way it captures the guitar when people are playing. So this is how it works when you record here. You can either sit or stand. A lot of people that are playing the guitar like to sit, so they sit. And then you can play the guitar at the same time and sing at the same time if you're not used to separating, or you can do them separate. Doesn't matter to me. Either way is good. You have the microphone on your guitar. You can run a direct line with your guitar at the same time. You can also put various mics on you. Stream it into the snake, into the control room, and voila, you're all done. And this is the place that I like the most. This is where I spend a lot of my time. This is the control room. I have my favorite board. This board takes care of the live sound in the room, and it also takes care of the snake from the tracking room. And it also feeds into my computer. And this is called Console 1. This fader here completely hooks up with my Logic system, because that's what I'm running in. And this is the brains of the whole thing. It's an amazing setup. This is a like a bridge between analog and digital. It allows me to go back to what I'm used to, which is the old analog dog days, when you got to play with it. Actually, the engineer was like the fifth member of the band. But this allows me to have the digital talking to me at all times. So what I do here for most singer-songwriters and bands is I make what's called a band map. It's not meant to be your final recording, although it can be. If you want me to do the whole thing, I can, and I will. I'll do your bass lines, I'll do your guitar lines, I'll fly in digital parts from other things if you have things. I'll take your wave files, whatever you've got. If you've got your whole thing done, we don't have to track here, that's even better, because I really enjoy just working on the fun stuff, which is the mixing. And I can produce this well enough that you can put it on iTunes or Spotify or whatever you want. I know all the specs, I know how to fly it into all the social medias. Whatever you need help with on that, no problem. I can do any, all, or nothing. And the way I credit everything, the only thing you're going to see from me is Dave was here. So what I end up doing for most people is I do what they don't want to do, and I give them what they want to hear at any level. It can be completely done and you can market it, or it can be just simply, here's a sketch that you take back to your band, and your band says, oh, that's where the break is. Oh, oh yeah, that's a good part. If you use the parts I write, that's great. But mainly it's meant to be just a sketch. If I ever send you a mix and you're not happy with it, I am not emotionally or egotistically married to anything I do, because I'm guessing. You've heard the song 100 times, I've heard it maybe 10. And so when I put something out, it's my taste and what I think you're looking for. I have no problem altering things for people, and I keep you informed every step of the way. If I'm doing a recording for you, you're going to get a bunch of tapes that aren't finished. Tapes, I said tapes. You're going to get some mixes that aren't finished yet, and it's an adjustment period, because a lot of people aren't used to the process of how a song grows. It's like a child. They're this big, and then they're this big, and you got to dress them different, talk to them different, and as they grow on you, they get their own personality. A song is like that. It takes a while for it to mature. Sometimes it takes years, and in this day and age, that's not the norm. So I'm fine if you want to take a long time to do a product. I'm also fine with deadlines. So pick your poison. In regards to recording here, it's all very private. Whatever you do here doesn't get shared with anyone outside here. You have complete control over your work. I don't tell anyone what you're doing here. I don't tell anyone you were here. So if you want me to share something for you, I'm glad to do it. But by and large, everything that comes here stays here, and I give it to you, and you release it into the world. And the question I always receive from people is, how much is this going to cost me? Well, that depends on you. I have people that live in their cars and can't afford anything, so I will help them out and do what I can to get them a demo tape so they can at least audition for work. I have corporate people who come to me with big budgets, and they pretty much keep this place alive because Sanctuary Lab runs on donations. And if you can't afford anything, I can only take on a few pro bono things a year, but I do. I need donations to stay alive. Just everyone has to eat and pay the bills, but at the same time, I have corporate people coming to me with budgets. That floats me for most of the year. I have people that do work with budgets, and they're glad to share it with me, so that helps. So I can afford to be generous from the people that are generous with me. And so basically it's a give and take, and it balances out pretty much for me to stay alive. I'm not hurting, and I'm not rich. And I appreciate helping people more than I want to make this a business and make money on you. This is more about letting your art live in the world. Oh yeah, and this is bronze that Karina did. This is called Jesus on the cross, but not in the way he's traditionally portrayed as being nailed there suffering. We say get the lad off that cross and let him stand on it and be alive. These are the questions I get asked all the time. I've been very reclusive and very secretive about my life. So I have family and friends who want to know some things. So these are the things. Okay, what is my background? I've been in the industry for 65 years. I started in 1965 professionally. I was a performer for 35 years. I was in touring bands all that whole time. I was seriously trying to catch the golden ring. I was represented by the William Morris Agency. I rubbed elbows with a lot of people whose names you would know that are so what. And so I moved to San Diego. I got in a band called the Lost Coyotes. That was pretty much a fun band, a country boogie band, sort of like the Kentucky Headhunters of San Diego. That was fun for about 3 years, and then I kind of had the culmination of all my bad habits in my life, and I was broken, and I kind of crashed and burned. And then I didn't crash and burn. I met Karina. She took me in like a stray dog, and we've been working on Sanctuary Lab ever since, and that's my background. Here's a good one. How long does it do to take a song? Well, that's a whole lot like how long is a piece of string? Do you have the song finished? If you bring me a completed song and all I've got to do is your voice and your guitar and get you back a copy of it, that's like an overnight thing. That's simple, easy to do. If you bring me a song that you want me to flesh out in a full band map and have it ready to go on iTunes and Spotify, I would say I want to live with the song for a little while so I can understand what to do with the song, and that can take a month to 2 months. Normally, how long does a song take? If I'm going to just band map it and put a sketch together for you, that can be done in about a week. Depends on my workload. I work on 4 to 6 songs at a time. And so, depends on how many people are doing what and what they require. But roughly that works. People ask me all the time, how do I choose projects to help on when they're not capable of, let's say, paying for something? It takes someone with finished product, real passion for what they do, not being overly arrogant and pushy about it. I'll take those people on and help them get their first demo or get their working song ready for the radio. Oh, how do I find clients? I don't. They find me. It's usually word of mouth. I used to have websites. I was chasing the market. I was pretty good at marketing myself my whole life. Nowadays, I don't go looking for clients, although I do find them occasionally by just being in the world. But the way it normally comes to me is someone heard what I did for someone else. And it's okay to give my phone number out to people that you know that might do well with what I do. I'm fine with that. If you're an alumni at Sanctuary Lab, I tend to give that more credence than someone calling me on the phone saying, hey, I got your number from a friend of a friend. And that's how I keep busy all the time. I'm basically semi-retired. I'm 75 this year. Look at me, I'm old, I'm fat, you know. So I choose clients according to whim, but once I'm on your project, I'm very dedicated. I want to see you succeed. All right, this is an interesting question that I have philosophical discussions with other artists all the time. What's the job of an artist? We'll put this under philosophy. It's to bring joy in the world. It's to bring thought into the world. The purpose of an artist is to be on the edge of society and culture and to point to a new way. It's to share with the world your joyous noise, because every little piece counts in the ocean. Here's a good one. How do you not lose heart? Well, there's 2 approaches to that. The one is, if you've got it in your heart to be a musician or a creator or whatever it is you do, you can't lose heart. You can get frustrated and you can take a break once in a while and go do something else for a while, but you're never going to lose heart. If you are truly meant to be an artist, you're going to be doing it. Otherwise, if you lose heart, that tells me it was something you were dabbling in and you should probably go get a day job. There's a young artist out now in 2025 named Jacob Collier. And he's one of the most gifted songwriter musicians I have
ever encountered in my life. He's an inspiration to me, an old dog. I listen to this young man play, and it just buoys my spirit, gives me hope for the future, for the rest of the world. And as my little brother says, don't be afraid of the dark. In your heart, you're going to find a way. You can carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're going to find your way home. That's how you not lose heart. And finally, I'd like to thank everyone who's ever been here and given me the honor of working on their book or their music or their song or their band work. It's been my honor and pleasure. I learned something from everybody who graces the doors of Sanctuary Lab. And I'm grateful for it all. And I hope to keep doing this until I keel over. And I'd like to thank everybody in the world for being here at this moment, because we all need to be here in this moment. So be unafraid. You're just as valid as anybody else. Your desires and preferences to create should be honored. You don't need anyone to tell you what to do. Just do it.